Hey guys, it's the Monster Master here, back at it again with another video. Today guys, I'm bringing you what I use for my shark setups, alright? Before I go any further though, I'd like to shout out a cool little dude I met at my local Bass Pro. His name's Liam, right? He was asking me a whole bunch of questions about fishing and shark fishing and just how I do it and why I use what I use, and I thought it was pretty cool. So I'm gonna do a detailed video for him and everybody else on what I use and what I like to use when I'm shark fishing and the rigging and all that good stuff, right? We'll get into it. But I'm about to flash this picture of him holding my Avette when I went to go get it spooled with my 200-pound bull buster. And I hope you guys like it. You know, leave him some wonderful comments in the comment section. You know, I'm shouting him out. I hope it makes his day, man. But he's working on a fishing project, so hopefully this helps him, guys. But without further ado, we're gonna get right into this video. All right, now like I said, I'm gonna flash this picture on screen for a little bit, then I'm gonna get right back to you guys with what I use. All right, see you guys in the video. Let's start this video. So the first thing about shark fishing really is that it is a very extreme sport, and it's something that I do for the conservation of sharks. All of this is for the conservation of their species. They're important to our oceans, guys. We got to keep them in there. Don't kill them. Don't try not to foul hook them if you guys go out. You know, try to be as gentle as you can possible. I only do catch and release, guys. I really only do catch and release. So I bought out my 2 shark setups before I got my big Avette, which I'll be making a separate video about for you guys. So that's going to be a special video. But today we're going to be talking about my main 2 shark setups that I've been using for the past couple years. All right, so the first one I want to get for you guys is my So like I said, guys, I had to come inside to film because I like filming outside. The lighting is a lot better, but there is construction going on around my house, and if you hear any background noise, that's my dog drinking some water. But yeah, so I think I just set a world record with this actual setup right here, because I did catch, and I don't know of any spinning reel world records, but it was a pretty big deal for me. It was my personal best shark. It just happened the other weekend, and I did not get to film it for you guys because I was taking a friend comfortable with me filming, and it just happened. So this is my Penn Spin Fisher V 10,500. You can pick these up at Bass Pro for about, you know, anywhere from 150 to 200 bucks, depending on where you go. It's been an awesome reel. I've landed plenty of big sharks on this, and like I said, I think I just got that world record. And the reason why I say that was because he was 11 foot and almost 400 pounds. It's a massive shark, and I will flash the video at the end of this explanation for you guys to watch, a little clip of it. But yeah, so I got about a 6-foot rod on this, and I fish 150-pound Power Pro. And the reason why I fish braid and straight braid is because it has a lot more abrasion resistance, but it does not have the stretch like mono does. And with mono, when it stretches, it really, you know, makes the line more likely to break. So that's why I use braid. And this reel right here is pushing about anywhere from 60 to 65 pounds of drag. And on a big shark, that's pretty much all you need. But I do have my monster setup coming just for, you know, because I wanted to get one. So this is my first setup, right? So I'm gonna put this to the side and turn off the hip.
You gonna get them up, or what we gonna do? Man, look up. Got the leader. Tiger.
Oh man, it's my first tiger shark. Hell yeah.
Watch it, Larry. Watch it.
Hey guys, back to filming outside where I feel more comfortable filming. But yeah, so that was a tiger shark I caught. It was a pretty big tiger shark, as you can see, and the audio in the video is a little bit blurred out because it's not really all that great. We're out there in the middle of the ocean. At least it didn't have no wind noise, or not very much wind noise in it. So if you guys really can't hear what's going on in the video, basically I was flipping out. My first big tiger shark. We tried to get it leadered and got to the boat, so I landed the fish. It's a legal catch whenever you leader the fish. So I got all that done. Now I'm gonna go into the next segment and I will follow up with the end of the video. Okay? Okay, guys. Now my next setup here is my Penn 9/0. This is a Penn Senator. It's pushing about 24 to 25 pounds of drag, not very much, but it does have a lot of line capacity. And I did not spool it up with regular braid. I spooled it up with Darcon braid. And what Darcon braid is, it's a thicker, more heavy-duty version of braid. And this is 130 pounds, and it goes off of kilograms whenever you go buy it. And what it is it's kind of like Jaws, how Quint was talking about piano wire. Well, this is a similar idea. So this is for bow fishing. So whenever you're bow fishing, you have a lot of velocity coming out of the rod. So this right here has to be able to handle the snap whenever that arrow comes out from the string, the bowstring. So it can handle a lot more stretch. It does a lot better with heavier fish. And I've caught a few bull sharks on this, nothing too big. And I've caught a couple big Jewfish and stuff like that on, or Goliath group, or whatever you would like to say. I hope I didn't offend anybody, but that's just what we call them forever. And this is on an 80 to 90 weight, about 5'5" ugly stick rod. All right, and this right here has been my main big rig, but I'm getting another big rig put together. I'm gonna have my whole setup. That's gonna be, like I said, a whole separate video. And I don't really have, unfortunately, any videos of me catching a shark with this reel. I do have some pictures, but I'd rather not show the pictures. I'd rather bring you guys video content instead of you guys just looking at some pictures to a random music background. But next thing I want to get into is what I use for my leader, because none of these have leaders or hooks on them, and I don't have any hook leader here. Right now, this one is cut off because I will show you the shark that I caught on this, and that was also a shark landed on my big spinning reel there. Like I said, I think I set a spinning reel world record. So if any of you guys know, let me know, because I don't know. I mean, it was crazy. It was huge, and on a spinning reel. It was insane. But so this is 49 strand, 600 pound cable, right, with a 500 pound swivel. But what I like to do is, I don't know if you can see this right here, I'm gonna get it in the camera, but there's a section where there's a single strand and then I double it up. So the hook would sit here on this loop, right, with the crimp. And the reason why I double it up is because this is the chomping zone. This is the zone where the sharks can put out the most power and the most just destruction to your leader. So I like to double it up to make sure it's extra strong. Now, I like to get these rigs made anywhere from about 5 to 6 foot, but I also sometimes get them made around 10 foot when I'm fishing deeper water. That way I have a lot more leader that I can clip onto and get that shark safely hooked, all right? And with these cable rigs, people don't like them because they say the sharks can sense them and stuff like that. I don't believe that. I've caught plenty of sharks on these rigs. It does perfectly fine. I always like to get a double crimp just in case they slip. And I get these made at Bait and Weight Tackle. They do all my rigs for me. They're a sponsor to the video, along with Boater's Book and Owner hooks. Now, going into hooks, I like to use Owner Super Mood 2 19/0 hooks. They're tournament grade hooks, so they're a lot safer for the fish if the fish does get away, or the hook doesn't come out all the way, or whatever happens, you know, or it's too deep in and we can't really get it out, so we have to cut the cable. But it'll go away in maybe a month or two. They'll rust away, they'll fall out, doesn't hurt the fish, anything like that, right? So I also like to use, and I don't have any of them with me, 300 pound cable, plastic coated cable, but the plastic coated cable tends to slip, so I also get those double crimp with a 19/0 mustad circle hook or 22/0 mustad circle hook if I can get them. So I like to get these made, and when I go pick them up, they're ready to go. They're good quality. I've never had an issue with them, and I personally like them. And this one right here was one of my biggest bull sharks. I will flash that video on screen for you guys as well. So that's pretty much what I use, guys. There's nothing to it. Once I get my T-Rex set up, ooh, hint, hint, going, I will show you guys. But other than that, with drag too, when sharks run and they take a lot of drag, because they do hit, and when they hit hard, they fly. You're looking at anywhere from about, you know, a 50 to 100 yard, even more run as he hits it. So you really don't know. But what it is the reason why I fish these reels is because I like them and I like how easy they are to set the drag. With the Senator, I don't really have to set the drag. The shark's gonna take it whether I want him to or not. There's nothing I can do about that. That's why I got my Alvet. Different story for a different day. But yeah, so what you wanna do is you wanna make sure that you guys use a big bait, obviously, big bait, big fish, right? A big bait, preferably live bait, but dead bait will also work. I caught my first fish on dead bait, which happened to be that big giant tiger shark. And yeah, so yeah, I like live bait, right? Just laying it out there. Sometimes people like to use a weight. I don't really like to use a weight. I like to free line it so it moves naturally in the water and everything else. And you just get ready for that hit. Now I do have an AFCO fighting belt that I do not have with me. It's in the boat outside, and I'm not gonna go get it. But yeah, I do have an AFCO fighting belt, but that's for my new setup. I just use it standing up. I don't really have nothing to help me bring in these fish or anything like that. But I learned how to use my body weight. It's all about center mass and stuff like that. So because I'm a pretty little guy. But other than that, I have nothing to complain about with these cables. I've never had one fail on me, never had a swivel break, never nothing, no slippage anywhere. And I do my own crimps on my mono stuff for my Goliath grouper fishing. But really, it's just all about personal preference, what you guys like to use. But make sure if you're land-based shark fishing and you're not shark fishing off a boat, you do have a great line capacity on some of your reels, because these sharks, especially the big ones, can make very, very long runs. And these very, very long runs will spool you. And when I mean will spool you, you know, 130 wide Talgeras can get spooled on land just from a big hammerhead. So with the baits I like to use are anywhere from bonita to big jacks, big grunts, stingrays. I like to use live or dead stingrays, and you know, mullet, cut mullet, live mullet, whatever. They like them. All those fish are pretty oily fish, and the grunts and jacks do make a sound in the throat by grinding their teeth together, and that's what brings the dinner bell for sharks. It's all about presentation. So what I like to do and how I like to tie my knots is I like to tie a uni knot, and I like to tie line to line. But with these cable rigs, I just tie a standard uni knot, right? And that's pretty much it. But the reason why you want the longer cables sometimes with bigger sharks when you're fishing a little bit farther offshore in deeper waters, because these bigger sharks' tails will hit the braid, and sharks have, I forget what they're called, but they kind of have like teeth on the outside of their skin, right? And they're very rough. One way they're very smooth, and the other way they're very rough. So they will fray your line as the tail's hitting it. On some of these bigger hammerheads that you get into, the tails are a lot longer. They have a lot longer top fin on the tail, right? To allow for better direction change when they're, you know, swimming and trying to catch these stingrays on the bottom. So they will hit the line, and that's not something that you want. You want to get on top of that fish and get that line up off of his tail instead of fighting him down like that. So that's something to keep in mind. But other than that, I use, like I said, Owner Super Moon 2 hooks. I really like them. They've never failed me, never had a faulty hook set, never had one let go of the hook. They always take the hook, and that hook always sets. It always finds its mark, and it's a fantastic hook. But other than that, guys, that's all I got for you guys today. I don't really have a lot for this video, but shout outs again to you, Liam. I'll show you what I use, and I'm gonna get the Avet video, guys, for you posted here soon, maybe next week sometime, hopefully. I'm gonna get the whole setup put together. I got some other videos where I made and I reviewed my other stuff, but I have nothing bad to say about the Penn Spinfisher V. I have nothing bad to say about the Penn 9-aught. They're both brought in big fish. They've both done incredible things, and they work perfectly fine. I want to say one last thing. Shout outs to Liam again. I hope you do good things on your project, buddy. I hope this video helps you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys want more of these videos, let me know. If I'm doing something wrong, also let me know. But with that being said, see you guys in the next one. Peace.